Procrastination station. Daryl, how you doing, Daryl? You okay? Are they treating you okay? I don't care. I'm just kidding. I'm being playful in conversation, pretending to give a shit. That's what's happening. In case you didn't realize what was happening, that's what's happening. Okay. While we wait, Mama shall push the buttons and do the things. JSF, what's going on? It's the No Notice Show. I know that's fucking right. Mama's consistency level is at 0 and just declining. I was over here being a content consumer. I need to do less of that. I posted a video. I put it up. It went up at 9 o'clock this morning. Been up all day. The shit is fucking hilarious. And my feelings is hurt. Because people do not click on these videos. Y'all missed out on so many jokes. So many jokes were told. It's these people from TikTok. It's like this couple that they refuse to pay their bills, so they keep going home. They keep going and living in a tent. But then the guy is selling the story that why he's smarter than everybody else and why he chooses to live in the tent. And the shit is fucking hilarious, bro. Okay. I'm gonna need for y'all to get on that because I would love to cover these people. I would love to cover these people. But nobody is clicking on this thing. Y'all need to go on there, see if that hype button's on there. Somebody check for me real quick and see if that video, see if the hype button was available for that video. And if it is, I'm gonna need for y'all to go over there and hype it. Okay? Somebody tell me. Tell me. Ooh. Drewski, how you doing, baby? Angela, Maria, JSF guy, Big Mitch. Wait, how'd I get here? AKA Jessica. Right, Jessica? It's not Jennifer, it's Jessica. I feel like it's Jessica. I think I did, as soon as I thought it and I doubted myself, then it was downhill from there. Like I either know confidently or I don't. You know what I'm saying, Jared? Ooh. I hope it. You have to swipe right to hype it. You hyped it? Okay. Okay, so it is. So it was there on that one? So was it there or yeah? $17 watching. Yeah, hit the like button for Mama, please. Please and thank you. Okay. Okay. Darrell's gonna lose his rights, y'all. He loses his right to testify because he can't shut the fuck up. He can't do it. He just can't. He tried it. He just can't do it. It's too hard. It's too hard. That's what she said. Ooh, let's see. Okay. Y'all hit the like button for Mama. Let me get some red emojis in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Angela, no. You know what I'm saying? Make it do what it do. Big Mitch. They call me Big Mitch. Larry Hoover. Whipping that work. Ow. Hallelujah. Y'all go and hype that video for me real quick. Just get on your phone, look at whatever it is. Look on there and just hype. Give that video a hype real quick. If everybody in here get that thing a hype real quick, that thing needs to pump. That thing is hilarious, and I really would love to be able to cover that. But if that bitch is only gonna get, if I post a video about it, it's only gonna get 300 views. I'm sitting in there all day. Mama's little heart gonna be broken. Okay, like Mama's sensitive. Okay. Them is jokes that just got thrown out the window. Ain't nobody gonna ever hear them. Them was good jokes. Now, Have you, they are right off the cuff, so it's not like I rehearsed them or knew I was going to say them before I said them. But still, they were bangers. I watched it back when I was in the bathroom last night before it hadn't posted yet. Laughing my ass off. I was laughing my ass off listening to that. Shit's hilarious. And there's so many videos of them doing the same shit. And he is as ridiculous in every single one. It's good. It's amazing. Ooh. Yeah, all right stuff. Rebecca. Hey, boo. Just went and hyped it. Nice. Nice. They better hype me up. Ooh, they better hype me up. Ow. Yes. Yeah, that last video I posted, go on and go over there and hype that thing. Go and give it a hype. Push the hype button on that video. The people, the homeless people living in the tent thing. Just go over there and just hype that baby up, okay? Yes, honey. Yes. Hey, Barb. B. Lewis, what's up, baby? What's going on? Carlos. Okay, let's see. Yeah. We do all the things that must be done. We're doing what can't be done. Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh, you watched it, Barb? It's hilarious, right? Oh my gosh. Those people are they are content gold. You know? They're content gold. And I had so much fun watching that and reacting to it. It was such a good time. But I can't not without hurting my feelings. Go do all of that, edit it, you know, and all that stuff just to have it get like 300 freaking views in 24 hours. Like that's heartbreaking stuff. It just is. Who's AJ Pittman? Let me look it up. Hold on. Let me do my little stuff here. Let me do my little things. Mama gets distracted. Mama ADHD won't let her be or let me be me. So let me see. Let's see. See two. You guys get another opportunity to make Mama do the happy dance. And that's where you can actually see it because no green screen. Congratulations. We're doing what can't be done. Ooh, 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 ooh. Let's see. All right, let me look up this AJ Pittman. Let's see. Links. Give me that. Copy. Paste. Why not? And then pin. Got it. Nailed it. Did it. Whee! Okay. And last but not least. Yeah. Y'all out there looking for a job. Let's see. The Warner murder trial interests you. Let me look it up. Oh yeah, also my son set up a No, 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 not that one. No, the hype the video with the guy, the people, the last video that I posted the video that posted at 9 o'clock this morning with the people that live in the tent, the homeless people in the tent. Rebecca, that's the video I'm talking about. Hype that video up for me, everybody. Everybody, group project, group project. Okay, get over there and hype that thing. That's the only thing that's gonna give it any type of life. Only way it's gonna have a chance. If I wake up tomorrow and that video is at, cause it's like dying already. If that video, if I wake up tomorrow and that video has got 1,000 views, I'm going to just roll around on my floor in happiness, because that will be a sign that the hype button worked, and that it could be, because those people who are going to see it will be people who wouldn't have seen it normally. And what that would represent is some growth, possible growth. People who've never found mama before will find mama. I need that. I need that in my life. Okay, my depression knows no bounds. I'm sinking back into the pit of despair over here. I spent enough of my life in the pit of despair, okay? I'm trying to have some time outside of that motherfucker, all right? All it costs is you hitting the hype button. It's such an easy task. It's such an easy thing I'm asking for. If you love me, push it. If you love me, press it. If you support me, hype it. Ooh, that's how you do it. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Guys, honey. All right. Okay. I did all my things. Angela Mackey, yay! Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the membership. Welcome to the membership. Wah, wah, wah. Wah, 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 wah. Yes, honey. Yes. Oh, how wonderful. Rebecca just hyped me. 13K. Yes. They allow you a certain amount of them per, I think it's, I don't know if it's per week or something like that. I'm not sure. But yeah, that would be so great. Just hype that thing up. Hype that video up. The last video that I posted, apparently it does have the hype button. So go on and just wear that thing out. That's what she said. Bad mama. Bad mama. Yes, honey. Big Nay. How you doing, boo? Did you hit the like button? Okay. I'm trying to go on over there and hype that thing. Hype that last video I put up. Do it. Do it. Okay. Okay. Let me text Sammy. And then we can get in here. You don't know what it looks like? Oh, the hype button? I have a demonstration thing I can show you, because I have let's see. It's gonna be it's not a picture, so I'll need is it a media file? Yeah, it'd be a media file. Okay, at source. This is what it looks like, y'all. See that? Did you see it? That's what it looked like. That's where it's at. That's what it looked like. Okay. Loop. Here we go. This is where it's at. It'll be like under that video, you'll see like you'll see the little thanks button, the download button, and there'll be a little button that says hype. You'll click that. I emphasized it with these arrows and this funny looking circle I put around it. But that's what it looks like. That's where it's at. It's right under there with the hype, with the thanks and the download button and all those things. It's one of those. So go to that video, the last one I did with the people living in the tent, the homeless one, and hype that thing up for me. Find that button and push it many times. D. Warner husband stuffed her in a fertilizer tank. Oh, not a fertilizer tank. Let me check that out. That sounds interesting. Let's see. D. Warner. Okay. Let me see who this D. Warner person is. What's going on with this? We might have to peek in on that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, God. Did this just happen? D. Warner. Deanne Warner disappeared from her Michigan home in April 2021, and her husband, Dale Warner, was charged with her murder in November 2023 after her remains were discovered in a sealed anhydrous fertilizer tank on their property in the 2024 in August 2024. Authorities ruled her death a homicide. I hope they did. Say it was a homicide. If you ever find me in a fertilizer or anything, you better know somebody killed my ass, okay? Never would I ever climb in a fertilizer, whatever. Okay? Just saying. Yes, honey. Yeah, you gotta swipe on there like a little bit to like scooch it over, but it's in that line. Like if you do it on your phone, you just like swipe where those are and you'll see it. It's like, because it's a bunch of those little things. Okay. Okay. And then make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Yes, honey. Put a 1 in the chat if you hyped it. That way I can know how many people did it. And don't lie neither. Don't lie. Put a 1 in the chat if you hyped that video for mama. Is this the guy? Oh, wow. That's some scary shit, man. When somebody just be like plotting on you. Just imagine laying next to somebody and they be plotting to put you in fertilizer. They be like, you be like, can you go grab me a soda out the refrigerator? And he be looking at you like, all right. And then he just, go in the refrigerator and get it. And he come back and hand it to you with hate, What you mean you don't see it? It's there. I'm telling you. If you doing it, are you doing it on your phone? Are you doing it on your phone? Let me know. If you're doing it on your phone, you're just gonna have to swipe over a little bit. You gotta swipe the line to move it over. You gonna make me show you? I don't even think I can, because I don't think it shows up on mine when I look at it, because it's my thingy. Let me check. Let me see. I gotta show my bookies. A lot of comments. Oops. Let's see. Let's see. I'm pretty sure it won't show up on mine because it's, because I can't hype my own video. But you know what I can do? I could just still show you where it's at. Okay. So, all right. So look at this. So this is the video. This is my video. Now pay attention now. Okay. All right. Look at this, B. Lewis. Okay. All right, y'all. Everybody look. Check it out. I'm going to show y'all real quick where it's at. So this is the video. Okay. You see old mama's cute picture? This is the video. Now, right here. See where you see like the like and not like? If I take this little line here and I just scooch it over, it's in there. It's one of those. You just got to swipe that line because there's more than those on there. But it's right there underneath. It's those little dot things right there. See those? See the thanks and the what's name? You just have to swipe that. See that line? It moves. And that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Do you see it now? Okay. Look at it. Look at it, B. Lewis. Telling you, it's there. Make sure you're looking at that video. It's the video, B. Lewis. This the video. I want you to. It's on under the video with the with the homeless people. With the video that posted at 9 o'clock today. That's the one I want you to do it to. Okay. If you could hype that button, remember that thing. Google it if you need to. I need you to find that hype button. And I need for you to hype that video because mama's heart is broken. That shit is hilarious, bro. Listen to it while you fall asleep. You know what I'm saying? Let that thing play on replay. Do what you guys to do. I really want to react to that stuff. That shit is so good. This shit is such hilarious. They're so funny. He's so dumb that it's hilarious. All right. Well, to everybody who can see it, thank you. And apparently only 4 people have hyped the button. Put a 1 in the chat once you've done it. And don't do it. Don't put a 1 twice. Unless I want to be able to get a gauge of who all has done it. 1 in the chat once you have hyped the video with the people where they're homeless on purpose, like they for fun, you know. Oh, yeah, that's the video that I want you to put the hype button on. The one with that I posted at 9 o'clock. It's there. They already told me it was there, so it's definitely there, Candia. It's the homeless video. All right. All right. I'm done begging for y'all to do this one little thing for me. I'm done. I'm done begging. Okay. Darrell, your turn. It's your turn to beg, Darrell. Darrell, it's your turn to beg now. Is you ready? He said, I'm always ready. I was born ready. Ooh. So Darrell's going to lose his rights. He going to fly like a bird. I'm like a bird.
Verbally and orally at this book at the moment. I do need to make a record that this morning, although Mr. Brooks was not raising his voice, there were repeated interruptions. He wanted to debate rulings that I made after the fact. Just this morning alone.
Right, Condi? It's hilarious. That shit was hilarious, bro. It was fucking hilarious. It was hilarious.
About 26, 27 different times he interrupted me or spoke over me.
Mm-hmm. A lot of times. All the time.
Made a decision on his motion to dismiss and his request to recall a witness. He then asked if for written findings. I denied that. He then asked for what law I was
hey, Tony.
following. I indicated I wouldn't explain that further, that I already made an oral ruling.
My baloney pony.
Whoa. He asked for dismissal. All of those things I either denied or said I wouldn't answer, specifically as it relates to the request for an interlocutory appeal, since I would not be the judge or
interlocutory
court to which a request would be made. That is something that would be made to the Court of Appeals. And although I would have authority to grant a stay pending appeal, there is no appeal that's pending. I gave Mr. Brooks multiple opportunities to stop talking. I asked him repeatedly to stop interrupting me. I advised him that if he continued, he would forfeit his right to be present in this courtroom and would be taken to the neighboring courtroom. I believe I gave that warning at least twice.
Look at this
Of course,
man.
this comes on the record before this court over the first 15 days of trial,
Look at this
where
long
Mr.
ass
Brooks
fingernail.
has, by his conduct, forfeited his right to be present on a number of occasions due to his conduct. I do appreciate that this morning he didn't yell at me, he didn't raise his voice,
Yeah, so
he didn't
nice.
speak in an
They're so
angry
sweet.
tone. But given the
Such a
history
gentle
in this
soul.
case leading up to today, and knowing what this court needs to get through in terms of whether he has any witnesses or whether he intends to testify himself, there's a very important colloquy I need to have and an advisement of his rights that I need to go through. And I simply am not able to do that with him constantly interrupting me and then not respecting the oral
good book,
rulings
Your
that
Honor.
are
Your Majesty.
made. Of course, at any point in time, Mr. Brooks can ask to be brought back over to this courtroom under Illinois versus Allen. Of course, he needs to pledge that he is willing to conduct himself consistently with the decorum and respect inherent in the concepts of courts and judicial proceedings. I, of course, have repeatedly, even without him making such a pledge, brought him back into the courtroom where I felt a sufficient time has passed. And he, at many times, has been able to conform his conduct. I would note during the vast majority of the testimony that was provided during the state's case, he was in the courtroom. If not during the entire time, he was able to cross-examine witnesses. We had a couple of
PA
issues
Patriot, what's up,
during
baby?
the testimony of witnesses he called. And of course, last Friday was, in my opinion, probably one of the most challenging days, I should say, to date. It's my hope that we can continue with Mr. Brooks in this courtroom. At some point today, I'll certainly invite him back over when I get through these advisements. Mr. Brooks, you have been muted. I will make that, put that on the record as well. I will unmute though and ask Mr. Brooks, because you did not answer the question previously. Other than you potentially testifying on your behalf, do you have any other?
Holy shit, y'all. I was looking at some of this stuff on D. Warner. This shit looks crazy. I didn't know what the thing looked like, what he put his wife in. So just looked it up. I mean, I just looked on the thingy and they got this picture of this little, it looked like, it's like a tank looking like thing. Look at that shit. So he put his, and it says, friends say police knew about the tank. So they knew that tank was there. Probably knew she was in the tank. Oh my gosh. Oh, shit. That does look interesting. That looks very interesting, actually. Yeah, I'm going to have to try to tackle some of that tomorrow for sure. I like it. Thank you to whoever suggested that to me. I appreciate it.
Witnesses present at the courtroom, at the courthouse to call
D.
today?
Warner.
I need an answer to that question, sir.
So we address the subject matter jurisdiction that we haven't addressed when I was just over here, or since I've been over here. Are we addressing subject matter jurisdiction?
I'm going to mute him.
Yeah,
just
tell
for
him,
a
yeah.
second.
Judge,
no, I'm
tell him,
not
yeah.
going to address subject matter
Oh, come
jurisdiction.
on.
This is a common ploy
Just
by
say yes.
Mr. Brooks. When I attempt to go through certain things with him, ask him questions, he tries to divert our attention away
Bossy
to subject
Tuba.
matter
Hey,
jurisdiction.
boo.
I have issued a written decision on that. He has not filed any type of interlocutory appeal regarding that. This court's position is there is subject matter jurisdiction, and I'll deny verbally and orally at this point his request to dismiss the case based on a lack of subject matter jurisdiction. Mr. Brooks, I will be asking you a couple of questions. I do need a response. I am unmuting you. Do you have any other witnesses other than yourself available at the courthouse to call this morning, meaning
Today. Right now.
now?
Oh, it's down the road from where you live at, you mean?
Jurisdictional challenge right here. So are you gonna address subject matter
What?
jurisdiction and prove it for the record or not?
So I've asked
Why is he standing there holding these things like this? It took them 3 years to find her. She was fertilizer then. By the time they found her, she was fertilizer. Like she literally, and if she was in a tank, because that looked like a tank. If she was inside that tank for 3 years, I mean, that's not the dumbest idea I ever heard, because fertilizer stinks already anyway. So people probably weren't even really that suspicious. You know what I'm saying? If she was compressed inside of a fertilizer tank with fertilizer, sheesh. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Mr. Brooks twice now whether he has any witnesses to call other than himself. He has declined to answer that question. Sir, if you fail to answer that question, I will interpret your failure to answer that as a no, and you will lose the opportunity, you will forfeit the opportunity to call any other witnesses on your behalf other than yourself. So I will ask you one last time, sir, do you have any other witnesses at the courthouse available to testify right now?
Ooh.
I'm not getting a response at all.
Am I unmuted?
You've been unmuted, sir.
You just said I was muted, so I'm not sure. I don't know when you muted me or when I'm not muted.
Well, me muting you doesn't affect you being able to hear the court, because
Yes, it does.
that only
Yes, it
mutes
does.
your
Yes,
audio
it does.
coming into this courtroom. I confirmed all
Your Majesty, yes, it does, okay? It affects me emotionally.
Why
already
is my
that
audio muted to begin with?
that is simply a misstatement. I confirmed with the bailiffs that the audio and visual were
Why is
working.
my audio muted to begin with?
Because you interrupt the court repeatedly. So I'm going to ask you yet another way, even though for 3 times now he has failed to answer this court.
And now this is how Darrell lost his right to testify, even though, I mean, he honestly, he spent the whole time testifying. Like this whole trial, Darrell was testifying. Like, I want to testify. Come up in the spot looking extra fly. To the day I die, we gonna touch the sky. Ooh. Oh my gosh. It's in Toledo. Oh my gosh.
You indicated last week that you would like to call your mom as a witness, Dawn Woods. You were provided with notice that the state would not be assisting with that in any way. You indicated when that was said that if you wanted your mom to testify, she would obey you and she would be here.
Oh yeah,
So
he
I
did say
trust
that.
that you've made arrangements for her to be here. Are you going to call Dawn Woods?
I love that she said it the same way he did. Obey. Because he said, obey. He said, obey. If I want my mother to be here, she gonna obey me, okay? Because I am her, leader, and I am, like she knows she better do what I say, or else I'm not gonna be in her yard no more. And she liked me in her yard, Your Honor. She said I remind her of grass. So she liked me in her yard.
as a witness this morning and specifically now. I will ask him a second time. Sir, do you have Dawn Woods available to call as a witness this morning? He's been unmuted though, for a while now. We can obviously hear him. I will ask Mr. Brooks a third time for the record. He's finally putting on the headphones. Is Dawn Woods in the courthouse available to testify right now? Do you intend to call her?
Hold on.
The fuck is you yelling at, Darrell? Look at him. Hold up. Who do you think you are? think you are? The judge? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. That's exactly who you are. Let me shut the fuck up. Look at this. Look. He is feeling it. Look at his brows. He like, wait, hold up.
For the record, Mr. Brooks only puts on the headphones when he's in the other courtroom. He does not put them on when he's in here. The audio and the visual work just fine in that courtroom.
When I'm in the actual courtroom, I can hear.
Uh-oh.
I don't need to be.
Look at it.
Mr. Brooks's statements that the audio doesn't work when I mute him is simply false.
Ooh.
I didn't say nothing about the audio not working, so you need to stop lying on the record.
I'm not lying on the record, sir. I've
You are
confirmed.
lying on the record.
All right, I'm going to mute him once again because now he's raising his voice. Now he's angry. He's thrown the.
Darrell is about to give this screen and muted microphone a piece of his mind, okay? He's going to scream into the nothing. You tell that nothing who's boss, Darrell. You tell it. You tell that nothing who's boss.
Headphones.
And tell me what it says in response. I'm guessing nothing because it can't hear you because mute, you know.
He certainly does not seem to want
Hit
to
the like
answer
button
any
for
of
mama.
the questions this court has. I asked him 3 times if he had any additional witnesses to call. I warned him that if he did not answer that question, he would forfeit his right to call additional witnesses other than perhaps himself. I then specifically asked him about Dawn Woods because that is the person he indicated he wanted to add to his witness list last week, and I granted his request to do that. I asked him twice. He did not respond to that. Based upon his failure to respond, based upon this court advising him that if he failed to answer that question, he would forfeit his right to present any additional witnesses, again, other than perhaps himself. I'll find that he has forfeited his right to present and call any additional witnesses based upon his conduct in this case. I would direct Mr. Brooks to the case of State versus Anthony, although that squarely dealt
Robert,
with
what's
a
up, baby?
person's
How you
right
doing?
to call to be themselves a witness in their own case. They talk at length in that case about how rights, even constitutional rights, can be forfeited by conduct. Of course, the right to be present can be forfeited by conduct. That was established in Illinois versus Allen. And then the right to present evidence on your behalf can also be forfeited based upon conduct. Although
What they talking
a
about?
criminal defendant does have a right to present a defense, doing so must be guided by the rules of evidence, the rules of procedure, and also with respect for the dignity, order, and decorum
Yes.
that is needed in the courtroom.
Yes, gonna
Mr.
need
Brooks
the
has
dignity in the
demonstrated
courtroom.
this morning that he is not willing to answer simple questions about calling witnesses. He reverts back to raising the issue of subject matter jurisdiction, which, as this court has previously found, I believe is simply a distraction tactic, a delay tactic, and a disruption tactic. When considering that the court must be concerned not only with the defendant's right to present a defense, this court must balance that with preservation of dignity, order, and decorum, and the numerous procedural and evidentiary rules that control the presentation of evidence. Because in my findings today, Mr. Brooks has been unwilling to answer simple questions regarding the calling of witnesses. Again, I'll find that he has forfeited his right to present further witnesses. I would like to go through a number of advisements with Mr. Brooks regarding his right to testify. I will unmute him for that.
Yeah, you got a right to testify, Darrell.
I ask Mr. Brooks to put on his
He ain't gonna
headphones.
say nothing.
If he is unable to hear.
He's so busy over there pretending to not be able to fucking hear, and he ain't paying attention. That he ain't paying attention to what's happening. This is that moment that he gonna be complaining about later. Hey, 85. You finally called alive. Is this your first time? Welcome. Everybody act right. Don't embarrass me. We got company. Don't embarrass me in front of company, y'all. Okay, we go. Come on. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, she took a nice vacation. She took a nice little vacation after this.
Me, and just to be 100% safe and secure on the record, I'd ask the bailiffs who are over there to advise him. I'm going to directly be speaking with him, and if he's unable to hear me, to put on the headphones at this point. He's unmuted.
You're unmuted, Daryl. Speak your piece.
I've also been advised by not just the bailiffs who are over there, who I can hear through the audio, but also from the clerk who's in that courtroom, through my clerk who's in this courtroom, that the audio is very loud and clear.
Oh, shit. They done ratted you out, Daryl. Dang, they done ratted you
Brooks,
out.
I would like to go through with you your right to testify and your right not to testify. We are at the stage in the proceedings where it is important that this court conduct a colloquy with you. I will advise you that if you refuse to answer my questions, refuse to acknowledge me, you can forfeit your right to testify on your own behalf. Again, that's State versus Anthony, 2015, Wisconsin, 20.
Yeah, is Dawn coming or no, Daryl?
Mr. Brooks, you need to
Hey, Jillian.
be aware and are so advised that you have a constitutional right to testify. Did you hear me say that?
You okay, Daryl? I'm asking for a
There's no
friend. I don't give a
response by
shit.
Mr.
You
Brooks,
know what I'm
and he does
saying?
not have the headphones on, and he has a book in front of him, although I haven't seen a page turned. If you testify, sir, the state has the right to cross-examine you. That means to ask you questions after you give your initial testimony. Did you hear me advise you of that?
He did, Your Honor. He heard it. He over there playing coy. Oh, he's trying to stare into
No
your soul,
response
Your
by
Honor.
Mr. Brooks.
He's trying to intimidate you.
Sir, you also have a constitutional right not to testify. If you decide not to testify, you are further advised that doing so cannot be used against you, and I would so advise the jury. Did you hear me advise you of that?
Oh, Daryl. You know you being quiet ain't gonna save you, right?
Once again, no response by Mr. Brooks.
Just a missed opportunity to run your mouth.
The decision to testify is for you and you alone to make. Did you hear me say that? There's no response by Mr. Brooks. It's my understanding that Mr. Brooks has the equivalent of a 12th grade education, that he attended school either up to or through 12th grade, and either has a GED or an HSED. There's been some conflicting information on paperwork throughout this case.
Because he be lying his ass off. That's why the conflict.
High school education. He is currently in custody.
Y'all hit the like button for Mama.
Of course, at the Waukesha County Jail. I'm not aware of any
some red emojis in the chat.
medication that he has been taking.
Give it up.
Sir, have you taken any medication within the last 24 hours, or any drugs or any alcohol?
Where he gonna get it from, Judge?
I'm not receiving a response to that. I'm aware that he's able to read and write.
He thinking about freedom, Robert.
Refer back
Thinking about
to the
something he
record
never gonna
made
see.
during my colloquy with him regarding the waiver of counsel, and his ability to be aware of rights, his ability to, I made a finding at that point of his understanding, and based upon his conduct throughout this trial, including the waiver of right to attorney hearing, I'll make a finding that he has the ability and understand, he can read, write, and understand the English language.
Am I unmuted?
You've been unmuted the entire time, sir.
Christy, hey boo.
What are you talking about? Is you talking about
I'm Evie. What's up?
jurisdiction and how you gonna verify it on record?
So he did not answer my question if the record's not clear about whether he's had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last.
You know what the key to growing your hair is? Not fucking with it. Like literally, like putting it away in like a ponytail and not fucking with it. Like leave it, I find that the more I neglect my hair, the more it grows. The less attention I pay to it, the more it grows. Like my sister used to tell me, I'm Evie. My sister used to tell me that because our hair would only get for so long and then it would just kind of stay there. Like God, probably about mid back, maybe a little shorter than mid back. It never really got longer. And to us, we just thought that was just our normal hair length. But really it was because we were impulsive and would randomly cut our hair and chop our hair off. So we were forcing our hair to never get past a certain point. So only once we got to adults did we start like just not cutting it and seeing how long it would get. Right. But I find that now when I go like 6 months without washing my hair, my sister used to say, your hair only grows when it's clean and trimmed. She used to say that. And I believed her. I believed her. Turns out that shit was so wrong. My hair grows faster when I don't wash it at all. I could do a big chop. I could cut like 6 inches off my hair. I could wash my hair, cut 6 inches off my hair, and then not wash my hair for another 6 months. And then my hair, all that hair that I cut off would be back. It'd be like it never happened. Just coming right back. It would just come right back. But I'm a hairy person. It's genetics in actuality because it was hairy people on both sides of my family. On my mom's side, it's like basically Creole looking people. You know what I mean? They look Creole-ish. You know what I'm saying? They don't look. So the hair is like thinner, but it's long, but it's like thinner hair. It's not that thick coarse stuff, But on my dad's side, it's the thickest coarse. It's like the thickest version of coarse like type hair, but it's a shit ton of it. Like everybody's got a bunch, but it's that thick stuff. It's that, thick, 4C, but a shit ton of it. Dense as hell, and I'm right in the middle. I'm in that comfortable spot where I'm right in the middle. I'm right in the middle of those two extremes. I'm right in the center. I got pretty fucking lucky with that because I don't think I could handle my dad's side. I'm too low maintenance to handle that situation. I think the Lord knew I couldn't handle it and didn't put that on me. I would have just cut all my shit off and had a, that shit would have been, ain't no way in the world. Yeah. No, I just would have been relaxed. I would have just stayed relaxed. I never would have went natural. I probably just stayed relaxed. Yeah. Yeah, hair is funny like that. It's mostly genetics though.
Last 24 hours. I'll ask him, sir, has anyone made any threats against you?
But if you find some good product, you can definitely change the stuff. You can change it. You find the right products and get a good hair regimen thing. And be natural, not processed. You could make your hair do shit that nobody in your family's hair was ever doing. You definitely fucking can. I've seen it. I'll be like, fuck, that's crazy. I remember when they started. Yeah, in a braid and a bun. It's something crazy. That she was bald, so she was chill. Yep. Yep. And also that, yeah. If you're bald as a baby, you'll have a shit ton of hair. Like the more bald you are as a baby. But then again, I mean, actually that's also, because my kids had like regular baby hair. And they just are hairy. They're hairy people too. It's genetic. Like I said, it's just genetic. It's mostly genetic, but if it's not genetic for you, then you can make it. But it's kind of like somebody who's genetically strong or genetically fast. Like they're just naturally fast, as opposed to racing someone who just trains constantly and they never stop training. Like they do the work. One of you is going to get there. Like the person who does the most work ultimately will probably be able to do more. You know what I'm saying? or at least match. Dedication. Practice makes perfect. All that motivational shit. You know what I'm saying? Motivational shit. Ooh. I'm a motivation. You ever heard of a motivational speaker? I'm a motivational shitter. You know what I'm saying? I speak motivational shit. Ooh. It's what I do. It's what I'm good for. Hey, Miss V. What's up, baby? How you doing? How you doing? Y'all hit the like. Y'all hit the like button for mama. Hit the like button for mama, please. Please and thank you. Ooh. I'm excited now. I'm excited to wake up in the morning and go. I'm probably gonna wake up early in the morning and go live, kind of delving into this that trial thing. That's just to kind of get my feet wet on it before the trial starts, because I might be able to just cover that trial while it's actually happening. That D Walker, that'd be fun. I haven't been able to catch one before it started. Right now, apparently they're choosing the jury, so it's like an ideal time to get in there. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, yes, honey. Mama's excited. Y'all are the greatest. Y'all gave me that, and I appreciate you for that. Mama just, it's terrible out here.
To
You know,
influence
it's
your
hard
decision on
out
whether
here.
to testify on your behalf in this trial. Although he turned and said, "What did you say?" Again, I believe he's fully able to hear this court at
Yeah,
this time,
he
based
can hear
upon
you for
how
sure.
the audio is functioning in the other courtroom. He did not respond to that. Has anyone made any promises to you to influence your decision?
You saying. So if you can hear me, I don't hear everything you saying, and you know I don't hear everything you saying. So cut the crap.
Mr. Brooks has interrupted with very disrespectful words at this moment. I believe that he is feigning his inability to hear, and that he's done so throughout this case. There's absolutely no indication. He puts the headphones on when he wants. He takes them off when he wants to. While in this courtroom, he hasn't had them on. He's only used them while in the other courtroom. But again, I've confirmed multiple times that the audio is loud and clear. And his statements that he can't hear, his statements that when I mute his audio, that it mutes his audio, are simply false.
So
Mr. Brooks, have you made...
Am I still unmuted?
You are, sir. And I'll make a record that per the lieutenant over in the other courtroom, the volume is 2 to 3 times louder than it is in this courtroom.
You need to stop making false records saying that I said I can't hear you at all. I said I have trouble hearing you when I'm over here. That's what I said. So I would appreciate if you would make the record clear and correct.
Clearly, he heard me say that for him to make that distinguishing statement.
I'm sitting right here. Don't you see me looking all up to the microphone? So
Yes, they can see you looking all up to the microphone. I don't even know what the fuck that means, Daryl. Like, but I heard you say it, okay? Can't you see me on this microphone? No, bitch, because that's not how microphones work, okay? They're not for seeing, they're for hearing, okay?
you can hear me?
I don't have an issue hearing you at all, sir.
Can you hear me when I'm right here?
I can.
Oh, he
Once
wants
again, per the
he
lieutenant,
wanted to be in charge so bad.
Who's been in both of these
He's
courtrooms?
like, come
the volume
on.
in the adjacent courtroom where Mr. Brooks
I
is
wanna
at
be
is
in
2 to 3
charge.
times louder than it is in
Ooh.
this courtroom. Mr. Brooks, have you made a decision?
What about this courtroom?
Have you made a decision to testify in this case?
Now, have you made a decision to tell me?
I will ask you again, sir. Have you made a decision to testify in this case?
Subject matter jurisdiction? Have you made a decision?
Have you made a
To
decision?
be impartial? To answer what your name is? To answer if you have a claim against me?
Oh, I did hear about Christopher Clark.
Just because once again he's attempting to divert away from what this court needs to do by...
Yeah, everybody's passing away right now. I don't think people want to be around for what's about to happen. It's clearly something weird's about to happen because people are leaving the planet all of a sudden. You start seeing a bunch of people just leave the planet. It's like, oh shit, something about to happen. Something's coming. Yeah. Yeah, Christopher Clark, the guy from Harvey, the little Harvey mayor dude. He died. I don't know how he died. He died though. Yeah. So of course everybody's on there, pretending they were his best friend. That's how I tell people. I'm like, if I pass away, don't be letting people lie on me. Okay? I was not friendly. I was not you you never know. It's like when people die, whenever somebody dies, everybody starts talking about how they were such a friendly person. Like, oh, everybody wanted to be their friend. They were like the life of the party. They were like just what are some of list some of the things in the chat that people say about people when they die. Like it's like these things that people typically say, like when they'll be describing somebody after they die, they'll be like, "Oh, he was the da 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 da," and he was the what did they be saying? I can never think about it on cue. But it's like these things that people say when people die. Like it's like Lamont from Sanford son died. Shit, I thought he was already dead. I didn't know he was still. I didn't even know he was still alive. The mom from Home Alone. Oh, I did hear about her. Oh, I saw this thing with Macaulay Culkin, because I seen this. There was this like video recently where they were reunited, and like she was like holding his face, like and talking to him, and he posted this thing after she died that said he thought they had more time. I thought that was so sad. I know they are looking down from heaven watching us. I know, right? He loves his family. There it is. That's the one. That's the one. Wait, wait, how'd I get here? Jessica say, he lit up the room. Yeah. Oh, she lit up the room with her. Everybody, everybody wanted to be her best friend or whatever. Like it was, I'm like, don't say nothing. Don't be like, oh, she was the best friend. She was so like, like if I go missing, ain't nobody gonna notice because I'm so antisocial. Like they wouldn't even notice. They'd be like, she been missing for 6 months. People be like, how do you know? I mean, but how do you know though? Like, what's making you think she been missing for 6 months? If their answer isn't something to do with my computer or my YouTube channel, then they lying. Okay, because that's the only way people know I'm alive. That's the only way people know that I'm alive is from my YouTube channel. That's it. That's how antisocial I am. Be like, oh, she loved being around people. Oop, that person is lying and didn't know her at all. Because I damn sure don't. I do not like to be around humans. They drain me of every bit of energy that I could possibly come up with. But I think that shit is so funny. He would give you the shirt off his back. Yes! Life of the party. Everybody knows. I ain't no such thing. I know that's right. That's what I was telling people. I was like, don't be letting people lie on me when I die. Don't be doing it. No, you call them a liar right to their face. Be like, you is a fucking lie. She ain't never talked to nobody. She was antisocial to the end. Okay. And she watching us right now, laughing at us, having this conversation. Because that's what it's going to be. I'm going to be a petty ass ghost still. My whole mission is me trying to figure out how I can startle the shit out of somebody. Like if they can't see me, how I'm gonna scare them though. You know what I'm saying? It's that Beetlejuice problem. I need to figure out how I can scare the shit out of some people before I go to the nether realms. I wanna haunt the shit out of somebody first. You only get to haunt people once in your life. I think it's right after you die. I want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to do that. That's on my bucket list. We'll say that.
Going through the proper colloquy with him regarding his right to testify. He is asking me about subject matter jurisdiction. He's making statements about this court that are disparaging, about my oath. Again, a clear attempt, in my opinion, to simply stall these
that would
proceedings
be, now that
and
would be
to
great.
disrupt them. I will unmute him and I will ask him for a third time with the understanding that if he fails to answer,
Make a ghost named Mama. And have it have big ass hair. Oh, that would be so epic. That would be so
the
epic.
question in the affirmative, I will interpret his failure to respond as a no, and that he is not going to testify. So once again, I am unmuting him. Sir, have you made a decision on whether to testify in this case? There's no response by Mr. Brooks. I will ask it yet another way.
It
Sir,
all comes out. Hey, y'all. Hey, boo.
do you want to testify on your
What's up,
behalf
baby?
in this case?
Am I unmuted?
Yes, Daryl,
you
you're
have been.
unmuted.
Sir, do you want to?
How long have I been unmuted? 'Cause you just
Sir,
said-
do you want to testify in
you
this
just said
case?
You was muting me when I had the headphones on just a minute ago. You just said you was muting me. So when have I become unmuted? Or did you even mute me in the first place?
Mr. Brooks, I'm asking you one last time. Do
ain't
you
asking
want
me
to?
nothing because I haven't heard nothing that you asked. So how you gonna ask me something and then just answer for me?
Mr. Brooks, do you want to
You can't answer
testify?
for me.
All right, I'm
You
going
can't
to
answer for
answer.
me.
I'm going to
You
mute
can't
him
answer
again.
for me.
Again, it is very clear to this court.
Yeah,
He
it is.
uses the statement that he can't hear as a means to delay. It's a distraction. It's very evident that he hears this court and that he's choosing to willfully not answer this court. This court, as I indicated earlier, is tasked with the duty to ensure that there is efficient and effective presentation of relevant and probative evidence in this case. This court is attempting to go through the needed colloquy with Mr. Brooks, and he at all times during this colloquy has refused to answer simple questions.
What's funny is what if he did all of that just because he didn't know what colloquy what meant and he was too ashamed to ask. Daryl, we are gonna go through this colloquy and then da 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 da, and so Daryl's like, fuck. The fuck is a colloquy? I don't want to ask for that. She's gonna think I'm an idiot. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna scream and shout and bang my hands on the table. That's Daryl's problem solving skills right there. Like at work. Y'all hit the like button for Mama, please. I got the link to the membership at the top of the chat. Consider becoming a member. You know what I'm saying? It keeps Mama here and not there. You know what I'm saying? Got to keep Mama off the pole. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Got to keep her off the pole. Keep Mama off the pole because she ain't got no upper body strength. Ooh. Yes, honey. And I got a 20 super chat goal up with a whopping 0 out of 20 so far. So progress. So progress. Y'all clearly don't want to watch Mama do her dance. You know what I'm saying? Y'all clearly don't want to see it. And I can see that. I can understand. I understand. Okay. But I did get a member. I got a new member. I think she used to be a member actually once before, but she's back a member, and that's what matters. Okay. He did ask her though, around the time they took the jury to see the car, and he couldn't pronounce it. Oh, what the colloquy was. He must have forgot. He forgot again. That's all. That's okay, Big Mitch. That's okay. That's okay. Me too. That's okay. That's okay. You have done plenty for mama. Mama appreciate you. Yes, you do, honey. Yes, you do. You're trying to create appeal issues. Exactly. That's why she gave him a million. That's why everybody's like, she's being too like lenient or whatever. And then I kept saying the reason why is because all of this stuff, like he's trying to create holes that he can use in appeals and stuff. Lucky for anybody, it didn't matter though, because his intention was going to also be to represent himself for an appeal also. So he was still going to fuck it up, whether he created holes or not. He created holes for an appeal just so he could fall into one of the holes and bury himself alive, you know? Daryl was going to fuck it up at the end of the day, no matter what, is what I'm saying. That's where we're getting at. Okay? Okay? Ooh.
I personally do not want to make this more difficult, but I must establish these ground rules that he must answer these questions in order for this court to make the appropriate findings. Without him providing answers, this court is left with no choice but to find that he is forfeiting his right to testify on his own behalf. This court must also preserve dignity, order, and decorum. Again, ensure relevant and admissible evidence is presented, and also honor the defendant's right to present a defense. The simple requirement that he answer questions is required, frankly, due to the defendant's prior conduct throughout this trial. His repeated defiance, his repeated outbursts, his repeated failure to follow simple rules of courtesy and decorum, his repeated interruptions of this court, and this court having to repeatedly remove him to the neighboring courtroom and making findings that he has forfeited his right to be present. Of course, this record is abundantly clear at this point that Mr. Brooks is not even in the main courtroom, because this morning alone, he is yet to conform his conduct to the simple standards of courtesy and decorum that are required of all participants in these court proceedings. The court, the prosecutor.
Thank you, Bossy Tuba. Look at that. Look at that. Ooh, Mama appreciate you, baby. Yes, you do. Ooh, I don't think Darrell will ever understand just how stupid he is. I know. People have been telling him his whole life, I'm sure. Just because you tell them to shut up after they call you dumb, Darrell, don't mean that you ain't now dumb. Like, that's not how it works. I wonder if Darrell knows that he's dumb. No, he think he's smart. Bossy Tuba, Darrell thinks he's smart. Yeah, so he won't. I don't think he'll ever understand. I think you might be right. I don't think he'll ever believe it. You know what I'm saying? He's never gonna, unless Bubba starts telling him, breaking him down, day by day, like just with negative reinforcement, like just every time he wake up, he do something he proud of, and then Bubba be like, "You so stupid," and then he be like, "No, I'm not. I'm smart. My mother told me so." But then after about like 2 years of him hearing that every day when he wake up, he gonna start to realize how dumb he is. He gonna be like, you know what? I think Bubba might be right. I think I might be stupid as hell. Oh, Bubba gonna break him down to his brake pads. Ooh. Yeah, he missed his deadline in New York. So he will not be able to represent himself in an appeal bullshit type situation. I mean, it was never going to work anyway. So it was only just going to be entertainment for us. It wasn't going to be helpful to him. It was just going to be entertainment for us. That's all it was going to be.
The defendant, the juror, the public. Absent an adherence to these simple rules, including the rules of evidence, the rules of procedure, and the rules of civility and decorum.
Yeah, the rules. Darrell.
Without a pledge by Mr. Brooks that he will follow these things.
Yeah, follow the things, Darrell.
Then on balance, this court will find that he has forfeited his right to testify. I've now made a much more full record of what is at stake, and I will give Mr. Brooks an opportunity again to
You don't need no
go through
opportunity.
the colloquy with the court regarding his right to testify. I am unmuting him and will attempt to go through this procedure once again. If he fails to answer these questions, then he is forfeiting his right to testify by his own conduct. I would acknowledge that such a procedure is certainly not ideal, or making a finding that he is forfeited is not ideal, but as Mr. Brooks's conduct and Mr. Brooks's conduct alone that has forced the court to make this determination. So Mr. Brooks, you are unmuted. You have been for about a minute. I want to go through the questions again. Are you aware that you have a constitutional right to testify? Mr. Brooks, are you aware that you have the constitutional right to testify?
Are you aware that you're practicing law from the bench?
Mr. Brooks, do you understand and are aware that you have a constitutional right not to testify?
I don't understand. No, I don't understand.
Are you aware that you have a constitutional right not to testify?
I don't understand, and I'm not aware, so why are you asking me questions?
All right, I'll do this another way, sir. Sir, you are advised that you have a constitutional right to testify, and that if you choose to testify, that you would be subject to cross-examination by the state. Did you hear me say that?
Nope. Nope. I don't hear shit.
He is willfully choosing not to answer that. Sir, you are also advised that you have a constitutional right not to testify.
Your Honor, with all respect, you've been trying.
Did you hear me say that?
I didn't hear you ask me anything. And
Sir,
I don't understand.
Stop talking and I'll ask it again. Sir,
He don't want you to ask it again.
Stop talking.
I'm asking you to stop interrupting me so that you can hear the questions. Even though I fully believe you hear them, I will attempt to do this one last time.
Yeah, I can hear them. I got the headphones on.
All right, then let's.
Obviously, you can see that.
Once again, Mr. Brooks is being disrespectful. He is
That's not being
blurting out
disrespectful.
information. He reverts back to subject matter jurisdiction. He accuses this court of not honoring its oath. He just accused me of practicing law without a license. Again, all attempts to deflect away. I'm going to mute him once again. This court has simply tried to no avail to get Mr. Brooks to answer simple questions, confirming on the record that he has been advised that he has a constitutional right to testify. And that he also has a constitutional right to testify. I was very clear prior to unmuting him and telling him that I would go through these questions once again, that I needed him to follow the rules of decorum and civility and not interrupt this court. He has done nothing to demonstrate decorum. Again, repeated interruptions.
Yeah, it's funny how he can hear what he want to hear, ain't it? And he just sit there and have like a straight face to try to give the illusion that he can't hear what's happening. Like, da, 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 da. And as soon as she stops talking, he goes, "Am I muted?" Like, it's like, how did you know she wasn't talking no more? That made you just say that just now. Like, how did you know if you can't hear her? He's such a dick.
It is, again, from my perspective, simply a tactic on his part to delay these proceedings, to disrupt these proceedings. He reverts back again to things like subject matter jurisdiction, practicing law without a license. Then he makes requests about interlocutory appeals, etc. The record is full of his tactics in this case. He would not pledge to be civil, to be courteous. He would not pledge to honor the rules of evidence, or the rules of procedure. He would not even answer simple questions regarding his right to testify and whether he heard that or not. And based upon, pursuant to State versus Anthony, and looking at the balancing test that this court must consider, this court simply cannot allow Mr. Brooks to get on the witness stand unfettered without an acknowledgement that he will honor the rules of procedure, that he will abide by the rules of evidence,
Dumbass
that he will
caged bird.
honor
That's funny.
rulings that are made by the court. He has demonstrated repeatedly throughout this trial that when this court makes a ruling that he disagrees with, he tries to engage the court in an argument about the legal basis, even though I've provided the legal basis on the record, or in the case of subject matter jurisdiction, even when there's a written determination on the issue. When looking at State versus Anthony, this is a case where the Wisconsin Supreme Court was faced with a similar situation, although not as egregious as I would say here, because in State versus Anthony, that was not a case where the defendant was ever removed from the courtroom based upon his conduct. Although in State versus Anthony, they noted it isn't a requirement to forfeit your right to testify to previous to that be removed from the courtroom. So not as egregious as a case, but this court has a history over 15 days of trial where Mr. Brooks has repeatedly been removed from the courtroom, where he has repeatedly demonstrated he has absolutely no regard for courtesy and decorum. He is what I would describe as a stubbornly defiant individual who simply wants to say what he wants, when he wants, without a filter, without regard to the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure. As State v. Anthony discussed, the right to testify, although a fundamental constitutional right grounded in personal autonomy, is not absolute. For example, there's no constitutional right to commit perjury. There's no constitutional right to present irrelevant evidence. Moreover, a criminal defendant's right to present relevant testimony is subject to reasonable restrictions. Those restrictions, again, fall primarily under the rules of evidence and the rules of procedure. The court in Anthony cited the U.S. Supreme Court from Arkansas versus Rock, wherein that court stated the right to present relevant testimony is not limitless and may in appropriate cases bow to accommodate other legitimate interests in the criminal trial process. For example, numerous procedural and evidentiary rules control the presentation of evidence and do not offend the defendant's right to testify. Throughout this trial, Mr. Brooks has repeatedly accused this court of violating his First Amendment rights of free speech. I've told him repeatedly his First Amendment free speech rights are not unfettered and that they are limited in the court of law for the very reasons cited by the Supreme Court in Rock. The takeaway from Arkansas versus Rock is that a defendant may forfeit his right to testify by his conduct. Whether a criminal defendant may forfeit his or her right to testify through conduct incompatible with the assertion of a right was reviewed by that court. That court went on to discuss waiver and forfeiture and ultimately went on to conclude the following. We now conclude that the right to testify may in appropriate cases be subject to forfeiture where conduct incompatible with the assertion of the right is at issue. The balancing test that this court must go through are the interests, again, as I've already stated, for the rules of evidence, the rules of procedure, civility and decorum, and balancing all of that against Mr. Brooks's right to testify. This court is not making an arbitrary decision. The decision.
Darrell's looking for the evidence that's going to get him out of this. He's like, I think, I was looking through these papers and I think I saw something. I was like flashing through and then I saw it, but then I kept flashing, so then I gotta go back and see if I can't find it again. But I think I saw the key that was going to get me out of this. That's right. Look harder. Just look a little bit harder, Darrell. I think you got this. I believe in you.
I make here today is, in my opinion, proportionate to the conduct demonstrated by Mr. Brooks throughout this trial, and specifically today, based upon his failure to even engage the court in a simple colloquy regarding his right to testify and his right not to testify. He was repeatedly warned that the failure to answer the questions would be taken as by this court really as no, meaning the specific question, have you made a decision? And is for all of those reasons that this court will make a finding he has forfeited his right to testify. With that, then, there are no other witnesses to present for the defense. Before I bring the jury out, I'll ask the state if you intend to call any rebuttal witnesses.
You got a bird chest,
We have
do
no
we?
rebuttal, please, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right. I would like Mr. Brooks to be brought back over so that he is present in the courtroom when the court advises the jury that the defense is resting. I realize that will be over his objection. I'd ask that he honor that. Mr. Brooks, I'm going to unmute you. If you can pledge to this court that you will honor that ruling and that you won't challenge that directly in the presence of the jury, I will bring you back over for that. Are you willing to make that pledge, sir?
Make what pledge? I'm not making no pledges.
Sir,
You're trying to, you asked me a question now I can't answer.
yeah, no, go ahead, answer.
You're trying to coerce me into violating my right to remain silent. How can you coerce me into my right to remain silent? So you're not going to protect my constitutional rights? Because I didn't answer nothing that you was trying to ask me before when I had the headphones on, and you can't make a decision for me. You can't do that. You're violating my constitutional rights.
Ain't that funny? That shit is hilarious. She's like, do you want to testify? Do you want to be able to testify? Is testifying something that you plan on doing? You can't make me testify. What if I have the right to remain silent? Okay, so you don't want to testify. I didn't say that. I want to be able to say whether or not I want to do it. Okay, all right. I like that. So go ahead and tell me what you want to do. Stop trying to tell me what I can do. You falling asleep, Big Mitch. Rock-a-bye, baby, on the treetop. Oh, shit. I made myself yawn. When the wind blows. I'm over here trying to be funny and then fuck myself up. Damn it. Big Mitch. Larry Hoover. Whipping work. Hallelujah.
Sir, if you'd like to testify, then you need to simply go through the colloquy with this court, which I've given you 3 opportunities to do, and you have decided not to.
No, you can't tell me what I decided to do because I didn't decide to do or not do anything.
Are you willing to?
Your Honor, by law, you cannot coerce me.
I'm not coercing
Stop
you, sir.
coercing me.
Well, you're making a decision for me based on something that I did not say myself.
Last Friday, I specifically directed your attention to State versus Anthony. I discussed very briefly at the end of the day on Friday the case law that is relevant on this topic, including State versus Anthony, Rock versus Arkansas, and Chambers versus Mississippi, to specifically put you on notice.
Did you recall what was going on Friday?
Mr. Brooks, I'm going to mute him again. I'm not going to have a debate. I've made a finding. I've given him yet another opportunity.
He is a legal genius.
To go through
Bossy
the colloquy
Tuba.
with the court. He wants to challenge me instead and saying he doesn't consent. His lack of consent to this entire procedure is noted for the record, based on his inability to pledge to this court that he will honor that ruling and be respectful of the jury. I'm going to leave him in the other courtroom. The jury's going to be brought out, and he will remain muted, and I will simply advise them, as I have throughout this case, that he's appearing from another courtroom and that his appearance from the other courtroom should not in any way be held against him or influence their verdict in any way. I will tell them that there are no further witnesses for the defense, and then I'll ask the state if there is any rebuttal, and then the jury will be excused for the day, because we will have I anticipate will be a very lengthy
some more Tiffany.
discussion on jury instructions. Again, I will advise Mr. Brooks that if at any point in time he wants to come back over, he needs to advise the bailiffs, but it does need to be accompanied by a pledge that he will follow the rules of civility and decorum, and he will not specifically challenge the court's rulings regarding closing off of his ability to call witnesses or testify on his behalf. All right, let's have the jury brought out.
Y'all heard something funny about this, you know, the D and Dale Warner case? Apparently there's like this detective. There's a detective, this bald guy. And he like fled town trying to avoid having to testify. And I'm so curious to know why. I can't wait to wake up in the morning so that I can feel like P. Diddy. No, I'm just kidding. Wake up in the morning feeling like P. Diddy. Oh, well, I'm looking forward to waking up in the morning just to kind of delve into this thing, to see what the meat and potatoes is about. It's quite interesting looking. He put her in a fertilizer container, honey, for years. It just went on about his business like she wasn't even in there. Like that was her own little urn. Ooh, evil. Oh, Daryl. Did you get muted, Daryl? Are you okay? Are you okay? Just nod. Just nod if you need help. Nothing's going to happen if you do, but, you know, it'd be interesting to know that you need help. Oh, it's the guy's name is Dale Warner. And he killed his wife. She was missing for years. And turned out she was in this fertilizer tank right on his property, like, the whole time. He just put her in this fertilizer tank. And she was just in there for years. So that trial should be starting, like, this week. They're doing jury picking. So I'm going to wake up in the morning. And I'm going to just be on here live. I'm going to just live stream.
Thank you, everyone. Please be seated.
Sorting through it and seeing what's going on with it. And I might be able to...
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, at the moment, Mr. Brooks is appearing from another courtroom.
Stream it live.
This must not be held against him in any way and must not influence your verdict in any manner. At this time, I will advise the jury that the defense case is rested, and I'll ask the state whether there's any rebuttal evidence to present.
No rebuttal, Your Honor.
All right, then with that, I will declare the evidentiary phase of this trial concluded. I'm going to excuse the jury for the remainder of the day so that the parties and I go through all of the jury instructions, and I anticipate bringing you in tomorrow morning.
Hey, Daryl, remember when you were complaining because you didn't get to do the evidence phase part? Like you didn't get to put any evidence in there? Notice how quiet he is over there right now. And she just said that the evidence portion is now done, and he ain't saying nothing. He's not like, wait, hold up, what do you mean it's done? I didn't do mine yet. How come he ain't saying that? Hey, Daryl, why for you ain't saying that? I thought you'd be saying that.
Instructions may very well take most of the day. My hope is to then have the closing arguments and then have the case be turned over to
Yes, I'm
the
sure they
jurors.
can break down a
If
body
not,
and
by
high
tomorrow
percent
evening,
because fertilizer
sometime
stinks
Wednesday
anyway.
morning or early afternoon. With that, I'll rise for the jury then. Please turn your
Rise,
notice
Daryl.
to the civilian bailiffs.
Daryl, stand up. Come on, be respectful like you usually are. Daryl, you gonna not stand up? Do you feel like that you're hurting someone by not standing up? You do, don't you? I know you do. You think that you are sticking it to the man by not standing up. These people don't give two shits whether you standing or sitting. Okay? Honestly, you so short, you standing and sitting looks about the same height. It's the same height, Daryl. It's the same height. You standing up right now, ain't you? You are. I know you are.
Get them back to you during deliberation.
Oh, you gonna wave your hands now? You gonna wave your hands? And just throw your hands in the air and wave them like you just don't care. And if you like fish and grits and all that pimp shit, everybody let me hear you say, oh yeah,
Thank you. Be seated. Before we begin, I will have Teresa print off what at least we do have. I would like to make a record regarding the audio and visual from the other courtroom. I've asked that one of the bailiffs who was present during the last session, present in that courtroom, come to this courtroom. I'm going to put him under oath and have him testify about the audio. I also have information from Zach Tremaine, our IT specialist. He too will take the witness stand. And I just want to make a full record of, he did a decibel reading regarding the audio as well. All right, we have Deputy Kibler. If you could take the witness stand, please.
All right.
So, Mr. Brooks, I have muted you because I declared the evidentiary phase of this trial closed. That was an issue raised by Mr. Brooks previously. Now, I need to get a copy of the jury instructions. They were quite lengthy. The record to reflect that Mr. Brooks was provided with a written copy. It's 107 pages, and the state was provided with a written copy as well.
Have
Again,
you heard of
it's all the
the
same
Harmony
107
Montgomery
pages,
case?
and then my written copy
Let me
is
check it out real quick.
on its way.
It don't sound familiar.
I set the value, return the value each document. That's if I'm not muted.
You're not muted.
I also would like to, again, ask for subject matter jurisdiction to be proven on the record.
Your request is
It
denied.
has yet to be verified. It has yet to be verified.
Your request is noted.
Your Honor,
It's denied without further hearing or consideration.
I was just told that, the evidentiary phase is supposed to be closed. How come I haven't been able to present my evidence into the record as I've asked numerous times on the record to be able to do? I've said I have numerous documents that needed to go into the record. Why have they not been permitted to be made evidence? I didn't rest my case, so I don't know why that's being told.
Oh.
And I have yet to be able
Yeah, I
to offer
remember
my
her.
exhibits into the record for evidence.
Oh.
How is that so, Your Honor?
So the court did declare the evidentiary phase of this trial closed. I specifically found that you forfeited your right to present any further evidence or testimony when you failed to answer my questions regarding the calling of witnesses. And then I also declared that you forfeited your right to testify. Specifically as it relates to your trial filing, sir, I would note that all evidence in a trial must be proper, it must be probative, it must be relevant, and it must follow all rules of procedure and all rules of evidence. To the extent that you wrote all of those documents.
Yeah, that little girl, Harmony. She had the cutest little crooked smile. Like, she had one of them smiles that was like huge, but it was like, and it would lean a little bit. It was like, like, but it was so big. Oh, it was like, oh my God. Jesus. Yeah, no, you ain't lying. That was a tearjerker for sure. Ugh, my God. Some people. Fucking volcano.
Documents, sir, that would be hearsay. And for that reason, I'm denying your request to make them part of the record.
They were not hearsay, Your Honor. I did what you told me to do. You
Yeah,
told
he
me,
in timeout.
since I was representing myself pro per, that I had to write everything out and present them to the court.
So that's not what I said. You're misquoting me, but in any event, I'm
No, that's
denying
what
your
you said.
request. I
So
said,
you're saying that I have no right to present evidence and to have exhibits as the state's been able to do.
Mr. Brooks,
Are
I'm
you
not
denying
going to
me
have a debate about this
Are you
now.
denying
I
me-
have,
are you-
I gotta
are you
mute him
denying me
once
your
again.
right?
So, Mr. Brooks, I have muted you because I declared the evidentiary phase of this trial closed. You forfeited your right to present further evidence and testimony.
Hey, Daryl, you're muted. She can't hear you. I mean, you pulling the mask down did nothing, okay? It did nothing. Try cutting your fingernails. Maybe that'll work. You know? I'm just trying to be helpful. Just calling out some suggestions here. You know what I'm saying? Just do something.
Previously by refusing to answer the court's
Look at this.
questions.
He is
I
yelling.
will specifically address the filings.
She can't hear you,
Number
sir.
one, it is not true that I advised him that any filing would become evidence. That is simply false. Number two, filings, I told him if he wanted to present motions, should be written down and should be based in law and fact and request specific relief. I'm well aware that previously he has referenced he would like his filings made exhibits. I've reviewed those filings. There's nothing relevant, nothing probative, or the information contained therein is hearsay.
Exactly.
Mr. Brooks would have needed to testify regarding any statements that he, from himself, testimony. He cannot simply put in an affidavit. That's not proper. That's hearsay. And he hasn't asked in any of those filings that he hasn't put forth any exception to the hearsay rule that would allow this court to admit his written filings. I believe without fail, they are all irrelevant, not probative, and hearsay, and therefore not admissible. So we're moving on to the discussion.
They're moving
of
on, Daryl.
jury instructions.
No.
When Mr. Brooks wants to
They
abide by
keep
the
this
rules
up,
of
you're never
decorum
getting
and
out of jail.
civility, I will unmute him. He clearly just took the entire packet of jury instructions and put them, I don't know what's under the table, if it's a garbage can or if he just simply put them under the table, but they are no longer in front of him. I will, however, unmute him so that we can get his feedback regarding jury instructions. It's typically a back and forth. We'll go through them. I'll ask the parties whether there are any instructions they believe should be included, and we'll have a discussion on that. And then we'll talk about whether any of the instructions that are in here need to be modified in any way, taken out, edited, etc.
Muted.
Right, you're unmuted now, but but you have to not interrupt.
No, you can't, I'm not trying to interrupt, but how can you deny me the chance to put on an adequate defense by saying nothing that you told me to do can be presented into evidence? So you filed them You filed everything that I gave you. You
All right,
filed.
Mr. Brooks, I'm
And
going
that's
to
all I'm
mute you
saying.
because this is not relevant at this time.
It is.
He's raised tone of voice. He's very animated. He threw the jury instructions on the floor. I understand you're upset, sir. I understand you believe I'm violating your right to present a defense. I've made my rulings. I determine you forfeited your right to testify, which includes the right to present evidence as you would have testified. I closed I closed off your ability to call any other witnesses by finding that you forfeited your right to do so based upon your conduct. I understand you're frustrated. I understand you believe that I'm not without authority to do that. I made specific factual findings. I referenced the law, and you being upset with the decision is not going to change my mind. He's also taken the headphones off. It's his choice right now whether he participates in this jury instruction conference. It is his choice. But if he is going to spout off about things that I've already determined, I will continue to exercise the mute function on the audio.
Remember, that's right.
equipment.
I'm going to use that thing.
I'll unmute him again.
Oh,
but
he is big man.
But you are advised, sir, you need to be proper. You need to not interrupt, and you need to stay on task, which is we're discussing jury instructions, not other evidence, not subject matter jurisdiction, not your belief that I told you to file things a certain way. We are now discussing jury instructions. So once again, I'll unmute him to see if he can follow these simple rules.
You need to tell me why I can't present evidence. How can you deny me the fact? How can you deny me my right to present evidence?
Right?
I
I'll
told
mute
you
him
before
once
this.
again because he wants to continue. And again, I understand he's upset. I understand that. But he has himself to blame for his conduct this morning and the rulings that I've made. All right, so let's go through these jury instructions. First of all, has the state received a copy of the draft?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Brooks, do you acknowledge receipt? I believe you did by acknowledging it previously, but do you acknowledge receipt of the draft of the final jury instructions?
I didn't acknowledge nothing, and I don't acknowledge anything now. I have not received anything.
I would ask the bailiff to
I
pick
don't
up the
receive.
documents from the floor and put them in front of him.
And
once
I'm
again.
not presenting it to nothing I don't give my consent to. You can't deny me the right to put on a defense. How can you tell me when I done stated
I'm gonna
3
mute
or
him
4
once
times?
again, because again, I understand he's upset. If the bailiff could confirm, well, he put him on top, he put him on the floor. That's his right. They're not in front of him, but it's by his own conduct that he's done that. The record should reflect Mr. Brooks is muted because he wants to continue to debate with this court about my prior rulings regarding his forfeiture by conduct of his right to present further evidence on his behalf. I know one of the things I probably need to look at, I'm not sure if Madam Clerk did this or not, would be the language from the amendment from the amended information on count 70. No, I don't want to do that.
Oh, you got? I changed,
Hold on. 76, the 76 count, just want to make, it says near Frame Park, so it is in there, but that was just one question I had. All right. So state have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions?
Your Honor, I'm just going through each one. I'm on page 50 of 107. Everything's looking great so far, though.
Okay. Fair enough, there's 107 pages. I certainly can give the parties some time to continue to read through them.
I put 325, 141, 172 at the end because it was.
Darrell, really? You just gonna hide behind your boxes? Darrell, you just gonna hide behind your boxes? That's what you're gonna do? Oh my God, that's brilliant. That's a brilliant plan. I should have thought of that. Oh, Daryl. I mean, that's one way to fail. You know what I'm saying? That's right. Adjust your boxes and talk shit from behind them. You got this, Daryl. She didn't know who she was fucking with, huh? She didn't know who she was fucking with. She know now, don't she, Daryl? She know now. Now she know. Look at that. That's what you get, Judge. Now you can't see my face
Mr.
behind
Brooks
these
is
boxes.
requesting to go back to his cell at this point. I'm going to deny that request. He can remain in the other courtroom.
You want to go back to your cell, Daryl? Don't look around the box. Don't look around the box, Daryl. What's the point of putting up the box if you're going to look around the box, Daryl? How you going to put up these boxes and then go look around them? Let me guess. It's her fault you can't see now? That's right. Scooch that box over too. My rights. Y'all want to know what he's saying? These are my rights. You can't steal my rights. You can't make me do nothing, really. Honestly, if you think about it. Look at her. She felt like she on vacation. She was like, oh, this is so nice. He's so pissed, but I can't hear him. It's nice. It's wonderful. Nothing is ever as wonderful as the mute button in the courtroom with a Darrell. Dang, Daryl. Look at, he is steady trying to talk over these boxes. It look like he barking. Ruff, ruff, ruff.
I know he's muted, but I can certainly hear him from this side. He
Yeah,
appears
but
to be
barely. But barely
yelling
though,
at the
right?
top of
It's
his
wonderful.
lungs. I can't decipher what he's yelling.
It ain't nothing interesting, Your Honor. You don't need to hear it. See, he knows she can, because he can hear. He heard her say that she can hear him through the door. And so that's why now he's like, look, see, he's yelling. He's hoping he thinks that he's bothering her by the yelling. No, she just means she can tell that you're talking. Over there. Look, there's a fly on the wall. Take that. You know, Daryl, you gotta know when to hold them, know when to fold them, know when to shut the fuck up, and know when to say hello to Bubba for me.
I'll advise Mr. Brooks, without a specific waiver of his right to be present, even if it's from the remote courtroom, he's going to remain in that courtroom.
Yeah, you staying in there, Daryl. You done for the day. You
That
done
would
fucked
require
up.
him to have a colloquy
You ain't
with
coming back out. It's over for you. It's a wrap. She said, I'm gonna protect my peace, honey. Why is if you move the box, you wouldn't have to lean forward like this. You over here like this. Oh. Just move the boxes, stupid. What are you doing? He can't back down from the decision he made, though. He made a decision to put the box forward up, so he can't just move it out of his way. So he's stuck now with the decision he made. So now he's got to like talk over it and, you know, point his head up as he screams, you know. Daryl is mad, honey. He want people to hear him cut up. He said, y'all have to listen to me. Y'all are responsible for me. Y'all have to listen to me and hear me out. I'm a person, a little tiny person, and with rights and such, etc. Look at her. She's still on vacation. She's like, oh, I got time. I'm just reading some notes here. Just, ain't it nice in here? It's nice. It smells better, too. Did anybody else notice that the smell changed when it left the room? Mm, 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 mm.
Mr.
Yeah,
Brooks, I know you are still muted by me, but I know the audio is working, but I would ask you to specifically advise if there are any specific jury instructions that you are asking be read to the jury.
I did. Uh-huh. Yeah, I have video. I have a playlist. I have a little Sarah Boone playlist on my channel. She was a good time. Her interrogation was very much lots of fun. He's still over there yelling. Look at him. Super Kelly. Hey, boo. How you doing? Sure. He is still yelling. You can tell because he's tipping his head up. You can tell his head is, yeah, see? I told you. He's tipping his head up because the boxes are in his way. He's trying to scream over the boxes.
Mr. Brooks, if you have specific instructions or categories of instructions that you believe this court should consider, I need you to write them down on a piece of paper. If you don't have, I believe I see a writing utensil. I'm not sure if I see a pad of paper. We'll make sure you have that. But given your current demeanor, which is still seems quite animated and a loud raised voice, I'd ask that you write it down.
And to everybody in the chat, if Mama, oh, I posted a video at like 9 a.m. this morning. It was about those people living in the tent in the blizzard. They like the TikTok couple that be like trying to basically convince people to be homeless. They keep being homeless because they're not paying their bills, so they get kicked out, and then they go live in a tent, and then they try to convince everybody that they did it on purpose. While also still telling people that it happened because they were irresponsible. But I posted that video. If you're aware of how to use the hype button, I would ask if you would go and hype that video for Mama. Please hit the hype button. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know what the hype button is, it's here. It looks like this. But it's not glowing like this though. I put that glowy thing on there. It just says hype. Okay, it'll be next to like where the thanks button is under the video and the download. And if you're looking at it on your phone, you might have to swipe it a little bit because there's a bunch of little things to select and it's a little farther over. If you could hype that video, it would be so great. Mama would appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Mama would appreciate it so much. And put a 1 in the chat if you did it. And not if you already put a 1 in the chat earlier when you did it, then don't put another 1. I want to see who else outside from the ones who already did, new people to who have done it. So Once you do it, if you could just slide over there real quick and hit the hype button for that, or just do it on your phone, that would be great, 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 great. It's like a, yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jillian. Yeah, he's very animated. Look at him. He done made himself hot. Look, now he hot. It's hot in here. Daryl, don't you take off all your clothes. You keep your shit on, okay? He is mad, honey. He is furious, honey. He's furious. He is banging his hand. You know, to make sure that you're aware of his fury. Because, you know, if you don't see his fury, it never happens. It's like a tree in the woods that falls. No one around to hear it. Did it make a sound? Nobody gives a shit, Daryl. Fuck that tree. Fuck that tree. Y'all hit the like button for mama, please. Hit the like button for mama, please. For mama, please. Consider becoming a member. Hit the link at the top of the chat. You know what I'm saying? Supports the channel. Keep mama off the
What's the
pole.
state doing on its review?
Gotta do it. Gotta do it.
Okay.
We got a super chat goal of 20, and we have 1. We've hit 1 of 20. Not great, not great, but you know what I'm saying? 1 was better than 1 is definitely better than the 0 I had before the 1 happened. You know what I'm saying? Mama's a grateful mama. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Daryl, your freedom's on the line. Work harder. Well, I was going to say work harder, not smarter. It's work smarter, not harder, ain't it? You okay, Daryl? Are you calm now? Move the box so we can see how calm you are. What's so weird? He can't move the boxes. That's the funny part. He put him in front of himself trying to be spiteful, and now he's trapped behind him because his spite won't allow him to move it. Because him moving it himself would be him admitting that he made a mistake by putting it there. And he can't do that. So now he's stuck with this box in front of him. And he don't even want it there. Shit's hilarious, bro. Thank you, S. Walker and Jillian. Yes. Yes. Nice. B. Lewis, so you found it?
I just want to make a continuing record that Mr. Brooks is still, I can still hear him even though he's muted due to his level, his tone of voice and volume level that he is using from the neighboring courtroom.
Muffins, Mimi. Thank you, boo. So you fell asleep? You fell asleep? Oh, I don't blame you, girl. I don't blame you.
So all of these should be included. But they
Thank
just
you,
put
baby.
in
Mama,
the numerical
appreciate
order.
you. That was just in time
I
because
haven't taken out any numbers.
we're almost, we got 8 minutes and 20 seconds before the time is up on my 20 super chat goals. We got 2 out of 20. Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
Mama,
That's just the
appreciate you.
easiest
Yes, you do.
Because this goes after credibility. And then 325. Which it's before defendant elects not to testify, and we have to talk about that one. Yeah.
My
Mr. Brooks, I'll
Valentine.
advise you once
My
again, if there are
computer.
any specific requests for either instructions or categories instructions that you want.
My computer is my Valentine. That's a good question, Ash. Mama's Valentine this year is her computer. Same thing that was her Valentine last year. Okay. Okay. That's my Valentine. Is my computer. It's the thing I love the most. The thing I spend the most time with. The thing I can't live without. The thing I just sit and stare at. Put Daryl on the pole. Ooh, that's what Bubba gonna do. Them is Bubba's words, honey. Daryl's so little, he could definitely probably support his own weight. He probably could do it. I think he could probably do some damage on the pole. He could spin around it upside down. Upside down, you're turning me. Don't doop doo and doopy doo. Thank you, B. Lewis. Thank you, baby. Mama, appreciate you. Oh, Mama's ear. The upside down, you're turning me. Oh, give me now and set me free. Up and doopy doopy doo. Ooh. Daryl on the pole. Daryl, you got to get on the pole. B. Lewis said so. I don't know what to tell you, Daryl. Just get on the pole. Shut up.
Want this court to consider.
Thank you,
Please
B.
write
Lewis.
a
That's
note,
3 out of 20.
to pass
Ooh,
to the
progress.
bailiffs who can let me know.
Progress. Look how fast he's doing this little spin on his cheek. Like. You all right, Daryl? You seem a little anxious, honey. You all right? It's okay. Is you okay? Upside down, you're turning me. I'm beaming out. I'm different free. Yes, honey. Upside down, you're turning me. I'm giving up. I'm set free. Up, down, down, you're turning me. Upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out and round around. Upside down. Boy, you turn me inside out. Daryl, you all right? Is you okay? Let's see. Did Daryl ever make it out of that courtroom, out of that real back room that day? Oh, they stole his boxes after that. And then he got them back. Oh, yeah, this was that same day. Let's see. But now his boxes are scattered. You okay, Daryl? You okay? You
He's
seem a
not
little, you
responding
seem a
to
little
the
anxious,
question.
Daryl. You all right? Well, why are you doing this, Daryl? What's happening, Daryl? What's up?
I believe that covers all
Darrell.
of the issues that were raised by the parties then.
Mm,
You are, I'll give you one final opportunity to tell me if you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions, sir.
Jesus. 4 hours later.
I didn't consent to nothing that it's all been talked about. And I say y'all because I haven't been participating in none of that.
I
Hey,
understand,
why is
sir,
that,
your
Daryl?
objections noted. Your lack of consent is noted.
Okay, I don't see what's going on in there. So how's decisions being made without me being able to?
Yeah, how y'all making decisions
Sir, you
without the
forfeited
Daryl?
your right to be present in
It
this
don't seem
courtroom
right.
by your conduct, and you have not requested to come back.
Actually, you took a break. So let's make sure the record is correct. You took a 10-minute break.
I did.
At which time I was brought back into this courtroom.
I was
Uh-huh.
advised you wanted to stay, sir.
Okay, and you've been forcing me to come over here from the get-go. Why couldn't you force me to come back over here where I'm supposed to be at?
Ain't that something? He's always talking about his rights and what she can't make him do, and she's trying to take away his rights or whatever, and she shouldn't be able to put him over there. And then it's, well, why can't you just decide? Why do I have to tell you that I want to come back or that I'd like to go back over there? Why can't you make me go back over there? Right after he says, you can't make me do anything, really, if you think about it. Why can't you make me? Why can't you just force me to go over there? You know? Oh my God. Yeah. Force me to go over there so that I could then kick up shit. You know what I'm saying? And then it'll be your fault because you made me come over here. That's what he means by that.
Sir, my understanding is you requested to stay in the other courtroom. I thought I put that on the record at the beginning. If I did not, I'll make that part of the record now. I was advised by the bailiffs that you were requesting to stay in that courtroom. I certainly advised you prior to that if there was a time you wanted to come back in, all you needed to do was ask. You've done that previously. And even during this time, though, you've been incredibly disruptive. At one point you were muted for an extended period of time and you were yelling so loud, sir. We could hear you in this courtroom. I couldn't decipher what you were saying.
Ooh.
And I was also made aware that another branch could hear you. So
Isn't that so? There, oh, Daryl. So all that screaming you thought you was doing after you heard her say she could hear you, and which made you think that she could hear you. Really, it was like the equivalent of an ant crawling on the wall. She's like, "Do y'all hear something?" Oh, never mind. I thought I heard something, but I don't. So you did all that. You damn near lost your voice for nothing, screaming at the walls. And then she couldn't even make out what you were saying. She just hearing noise. You might as well just been in there screaming, ah! Because that's what it sounded like to her. Daryl, that's fucked up. Damn. Oh, she interrupted him like gangbusters on this day. Like she utilized that mute button as much as humanly possible. Okay.
you continued your disruptive behavior.
That's fine because at the end of the day, I should be heard. I have the First Amendment right to be heard. So if I'm going to be constantly muted, the only way for me to be heard is for me to raise my voice.
Mr. Brooks, one final time, do you have any requests as it relates to the jury instructions? Otherwise, I'm going to approve them. I'm going to take a break and then we'll come back in the afternoon to go over.
Marilyn, hey boo.
Yes or no, so how do you consent to anything without me answering the question?
Are you going to answer the question, sir?
You can't force me to do it. You can't just say I'm going to do this because.
Sir, but you also can't stall the proceedings by failing to answer.
I didn't try to stall the proceedings. You the one that held me in contempt.
I never held you in contempt. All right, I'm gonna mute him once again because he refuses to answer a very simple question about whether he has any requests as it relates to the jury instructions. I will work on making all the changes with Madam Clerk, finalizing the order, print them off again. She has been working on the verdict forms, which are of course separate, which need to be approved by this court. So those will be printed off. A set will be provided to the state. A set will be provided to Mr. Brooks. We'll take an, I'll do a 90-minute lunch break. So it's 11:27. So we'll come back at 1 o'clock to finalize the verdicts and the jury instructions.
And Your Honor, with regard to sequestration of the jurors and the alternates and those issues, did you want to address those this afternoon?
Yes,
Okay,
we can do that.
thank you.
I can put on the record that I had the
Oh, Daryl,
civilian
you
jury
okay?
bailiffs provide the parties. We have a
Daryl seems a little worn out, you guys. I think he may have exerted himself too much, you know? Like he utilized too much of his energy and now he's all worn out and Daryl needs a nappy poo. Daryl? Daryl, you okay? You need a nappy poo? Daryl, you all right? Daryl. Daryl. Daryl, you seem a little zoned out, honey. I'm a little concerned. And by concerned, I mean I don't give a shit. Okay? Ooh, look at this.
letter regarding
He
sequestration.
be staring at
There's an
people like he's
emergency
trying to put a
contact
curse
form,
on
so
them.
all of the jurors were made aware of that. They know that. Of course, once the case is, all of the instructions are read and the parties make their arguments, and then there's some final instructions at the end, and the case goes to the jury. Obviously, only 12 of the 15 will be deliberating, but we can make a more full record of that this afternoon.
Thank you.
All right, we are in recess until 1 o'clock. I'm just instructing the parties to stay until the handout of the verdicts, and then you can leave for lunch. Thank you.
Daryl, you just let that happen. You didn't scream or yell or nothing. They going off to have freedom sandwiches. They gonna go have freedom sandwiches and they gonna leave you to eat prison sausage. Okay. All right. That's fucked up. That's fucked up, Daryl. That they gonna do that to you. That they gonna do that to you, to Daryl. That's fucked up. Okay. All right, y'all. I'm gonna make me a thumbnail and then I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna make me a thumbnail. And tomorrow morning, I'm gonna wake up and I'm just gonna hop on here and I'm gonna delve into this trial and see what they got going on as far as the live streaming it, because it's very interesting. It's like, you know, because she was like a missing person for so long. Then they find her. Then there's this cop, apparently, that like, show y'all what I'm talking about. Hold on. See. This chick right here, this lady, she like,
a stunning twist in the Dee Warner case. A former sheriff detective who once helped investigate her disappearance is arrested ahead of the high-profile trial. This man right here, Kevin Greca, was arrested last week in Ohio by U.S. Marshals after being accused of fleeing Michigan to avoid testifying.
This case,
right? Like, why would one of the people who was investigating it flee to avoid having to testify? So it's kooky, right? And let's see.
Today, jury selection got underway for the trial of Dale Warner in Lenawee County.
You might remember he's the man charged for the murder of his wife, Dee Warner, who disappeared in 2021. After years of searching, her body was found in a sealed fertilizer tank on Dale's property. Lauren Kostick is in Lenawee County tonight with what's expected to be a very extensive jury process. Lauren.
It's been almost 5 years since Dee Warner vanished here in Lenawee County, and now her husband, Dale Warner, will stand trial for her murder. But before that trial can start, they need to pick a jury, and that could take up to 2 weeks. The case of Dee Warner has received national attention, and that was obvious during jury selection. Media was only allowed to take photos and not video during the hearing. 57-year-old Dale Warner sat next to his defense team as potential jurors were brought in one by one. Hundreds are expected to be summoned over the next 2 weeks, and we are told the questioning will be intense. It comes after the defense raised concerns about stealth jurors, people who might hide their bias to get on the jury. The defense also asked to move the trial to another county, but that request was denied. Instead, the judge gave both sides 18 preemptive challenges, meaning they can remove potential jurors without giving a reason. Jurors were asked questions like, have you heard about the case through media or family? Have you already formed an opinion about it? Do you know any of the attorneys or witnesses? Will the length of the trial be a problem for you? In one exchange, a potential juror was asked, do you believe he is presumed innocent until proven?
I would, they would never let me be on a trial like this. I'd be like, I don't know, but I know when this whole thing's over, sure, I could be unbiased. I mean, he looked guilty as hell, but okay. I think I could do it. They'd be like, I don't know, it depends what he looked like. Like, do I think I could be unbiased? I don't know, it depends. What does he look like? I mean, I am a person who looks at people's eyeballs and eyebrows and starts judging them immediately. So take that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Do I think I could be unbiased? Probably not. I get a psychic feeling about people sometimes. Like, I'll be like, they ain't shit. They ain't shit. I can tell. I smelled it when he came in. He ain't shit. He ain't shit. He looked like the type. See that mole on his forehead? He did it. I have an irrational blame gene, so I don't think you want me on your jury. I don't think you want me here. Ooh. Shit is hilarious though, bro. Yeah, but I might have to delve into this come tomorrow. We can learn together for those who don't know, because I don't know a whole lot about it. I don't know a whole lot about it neither. Let's see.
Raise your right hand, please. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God. Please seat in the chair. Speak into the microphone.
Oh, actually, nope. I ain't gonna look at that. It's a preliminary that happened a year ago, and them just kind of getting ready for all this stuff. This is a witness, Amy Alexander, a friend, a family friend who had known Dee for more than a decade and organized the Justice for Dee group. Okay. Said Dee had previously mentioned wanting to end her marriage to Dale, but only once told her she also wanted to sell her trucking company. Oh, that's why he killed her, allegedly. But I'm going to save that. I'm going to save this, because that's something to watch. That'll give us an idea of what might be going on with this trial. Her body was inside that tank thing. They knew those tank things were there, but I guess them looking at it, I guess they didn't think it was possible for a person to be in it, or maybe they didn't understand how those tanks worked, so they never even thought of it. But that's where she was. She was inside one of them things. She was inside that thing. You know, she was fully decomposed then. Should have been fully decomposed. She had to have been in fertilizer for that long. Yeah, outside. Yeah, definitely. She had to be. Okay. All right, y'all. Mama about to lay it down. Mama's starting to feel delirious. You know what I'm saying? Once again, hit the like button for Mama, please. The video that I posted earlier with the people living in the tent. Do Mama a favor, actually, go over there and give it a watch. I promise you, you're gonna get a good fucking laugh before you pass out, before you go to sleep. It's hilarious. And just hit the like button, drop a comment, any random thing. Mama, you funny, whatever. Put it in the comment, and if you haven't already, hit the hype button is on that video. So do all the things with a like button, comment, watch the video whole way, and you know what I'm saying, hit the hype button. Do all those things, and Mama's video will do something. I promise you, it'll be like magic. You'll see what happens by morning. If everybody in here went and did that thing, just let it play while you're sleeping. You know what I'm saying? Do the little things and then just let it play while you're passing out. You'll have a hard time passing out because you'll be laughing. The shit is hilarious. Okay? Gotta go watch it. Go watch it. All right? It's the homeless dude in the tent video that I posted today. Go light it up with all the good things. All right? I'll see y'all in the morning. If y'all are early birds or whatnot, I'm about, when I say in the morning, it'll probably be like, oh, actually, I'm gonna wake up early just to see if there's anything happening as far as like trial wise. Because if any type of trial part is happening, I might be streaming that live. But if it's not, then I'm just gonna be delving into all the stuff that already happened so we can be learning about it before the trial happens. But yeah. So yeah, I'll be on here in the morning. All right. Hit the notification bell button. Everybody sprinkled a little something on Mama's head tonight. Mama appreciate you. Yes, you do. Gotta keep Mama off the pole. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Gotta do it. Okay. Y'all behave because I'm not gonna do it. Absolutely not. Just no. It don't even sound like me. So why even ask? It's crazy. It's crazy is what it is. Okay. But Mama love you. Yes, she do. Ooh, 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 ooh. Later, Gators.